So there's this little thing that aggravates the shit out of me, and it's a real small thing, but like, so I have a mobile banking app for A+, and this started like a year and a half ago, where every time I log in, it's like, have you updated your address? So I'll update my address. And then the next time I go in, it'll be, have you updated your address? And it's been happening for so long that I realize that a tiny little like grain of anger sand has been sprinkling in my soul every time I see that. So now when I open my bank account, I just want to throw my phone as hard as humanly fucking possible. Because yes, I have updated my address.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody.
Shalom.
We are Lorecast.
We are Lorecast Eternals. I am Jacob.
I am Phil. Sorry, I had something stuck in my teeth.
I am Mitchell.
Yeah. I want to take a quick second to apologize to you guys. I am the reason why we're uploading late. I was sick.
No.
Nurgle has
Because
blessed
Nurgle
me.
decided that I was going to be the next of his followers. And it was fucking awful. I was like trying to call him like, hey guys, it's going to have to be a short episode, but I can totally do it. And they were like, bruh, shut the fuck up, go to sleep. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. It was pretty bad. So I apologize for causing y'all to wait.
So I want to hear something that we totally didn't talk about and how to do, but we're going to do on the fly right now. The giveaway.
Oh shit.
Because we have reached over 1,000 downloads, and then
Looking at you,
Pennsylvania. Listen, real quick, I don't know what the fuck went on in that state. If any of you mad lads from Pennsylvania are listening, please message us, because I am thoroughly fucking confused as to why in the span of like one day we got like 400 downloads from your fucking state. And like exclusively your state. Like, so, it was no one else. It was all Pennsylvania.
Just to give y'all a bit of an idea of what exactly happened. We'd been hitting 30 downloads a day for a little while there. We were like, yeah, we're trying to line pretty good. And then literally overnight, we went from about 20 to 30 downloads on like a really good day to over 200 downloads in a single day.
We had one download it was the first time we reached over 100, and it went up to 200. And just to let you know, it's like before this, the highest was ever 60, so it went from 200. And the next day, I was like, man, it can't be that wild again, and we're straight up to 300.
Oh, yeah, no, Mitchell called me, and he's like, bro, check the stats. I'm like, oh my god, we have 98 downloads. And we're sitting there watching it while we're talking. We're just talking like, oh my god, people like us. This is so cool. That's 99. Oh, wow, look, another one. 100. Oh, wow, another one. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're like, Jesus fucking Christ. I felt like running with the bulls.
Yeah.
Just watching the numbers rise up and smacking us in the face.
So yeah, that was interesting. But yes, we'd been talking about this for a while. We just thought we were going to have a couple more episodes before we did this.
We were fucking wrong.
Yeah, apparently.
How come I cannot spell this man's name? There we are.
Oh, yeah. So, what we had agreed is once we got to 1,000 downloads, that we would do a small giveaway. And unless something has changed while I was sick, which is possible, the idea was that, anyone who listens, reach out to us through our various social...
We are Mr. Worldwides.
Mr. Worldwides.
We will send anywhere.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit. Or email, if you want. But send us... through our various information platforms.
No. It was going to be a post for Facebook, and all you were going to do is share, and comment, really.
That's what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
It's about Facebook exclusively?
This one's going to be Facebook exclusive, because everybody uses Facebook.
Okay, cool.
I don't think, because doing Twitter, I think it wouldn't be as fair. So
Facebook's more universal. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're going to put a post out on Facebook after this episode. Comment, and share it. And comment... And if I still remember correctly, once again, I have Nurgle brain, what your favorite army is, or your favorite piece of lore, I think, and explain it.
And then we'll go ahead and pick one person out of all of the responses that we get, and we're going to be sending you a model. We went ahead and picked up. Do you want to go ahead and tell people what it is?
It is Holga Clovenhorn.
Ew, it's chaos.
Yeah. No, so it is the Warhammer collectible model. So it's the Slaves to Darkness character Holga Clovenhorn, which is kind of appropriate because today we're going to be covering Korghos Khul and the Goretide.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Corn, my boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do that for free shit. And this is just a way for us to thank y'all. And we're going to try to do more things like this.
Oh,
this
wait a minute.
is
We
just
should also probably put like the page, like the post, comment, and share.
all of those things.
Yes.
But like I was saying, we're thinking of doing more things of this nature. Maybe not just send you like a singular model, but more giveaway-esque things. This is kind of testing the water, but we also want to start doing things like this because we really appreciate y'all letting us realistically talk mad shit.
Yeah.
And have fun doing it. So yeah, thank you guys a ton. And
Round of applause.
Yay. And the last question I have is, do we want to keep the lore/army comment thing to Sigmar exclusive, or do you want to branch out to 40k and Sigmar?
They could do whatever the hell they
Whatever the hell
want.
they want?
Yeah.
I want you to tell us what your favorite X-Wing army is. Fuck Warhammer and their entire IP.
Oh, speaking of that real quick, did you see that Brother Alpha Busa put out a new video? So for those of you who don't know, Brother Alpha Busa is a channel on YouTube that had a very popular show called Emperor Text-to-Speech.
Our Lord and Savior. The literal main proprietor of r/grim dank memes.
Yeah, for a while there. But he was that channel was very well known for this. If the Emperor had a text-to-speech
Device.
series,
Yeah, series. Yeah, it was a series. Yeah,
and it was very popular.
it started off kind of like lore, but then he kind of branched off into his own story, and it was just funny and entertaining.
It was a parody on
GW killed it.
It was not quite, but it was a parody on Games Workshop lore. And then whenever Games Workshop went ahead and redid their IP rules and regulations and whatnot, technically, from a legal standpoint, parody is covered under international copyright law. You can't go after it. But
Things were
the
getting kinda
Brother Alpha
sketchy.
Busa channel decided they wanted to go ahead and close down. So instead what they did is they made their completely new storyline that is 120% a riff on Games Workshop.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's 100% original and has nothing to do with any other type of lore of any sort. It's 100% original with no connections to anything.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Totally.
And it
Look at you, Big D.
Yeah, and it totally doesn't have like all of the exact same voice actors.
100% not.
And with the exact same type of voice acting
With the
as
exact
well.
same
Yeah.
body types of the characters they play. What? No, they don't have
Yeah,
that.
and fucking what is the character's name? Door.
Door, yeah.
Yeah, Big D, Door, Marcus.
Oh, no, a kitten wasn't
And
kitten.
I think Kitten is still Kitten.
Is this a kitten? That's amazing.
Yeah, because it's like anyway. Yeah, I just thought that was funny, but yeah, that came out just a day or two ago.
I'm giving it a couple days. I want to look on Grimdank and see how like absolute fucking ape shit they're gonna go over it.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be wild.
Want to see something amazing?
Always.
Cats.
Da pussy. I like how Lana's like, "What's up, y'all?" And then Freya's like, "Ah!" just screaming with her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so today's topic is going to be
Korghos Khul and the Goretide.
because we thought that was a good idea.
It is a good idea.
So ironically, this is even though like you've heard us talk about like how important the Goretide and Korghos Khul is to the Age of Chaos, Khorne himself, and a bunch of antagonists to some really big Stormcast characters. Don't have too much lore.
I think this actually might be a short episode for the purpose of actually being a short episode for once.
Yeah, like it's very straightforward. There's not a bunch of flaunting. It's not like they had this battle and all this weird shit happened. It's like they had this battle and they fucking murdered and ate everyone.
Yeah.
That's basically every battle they fight.
The Goretide is basically the largest army of mortal followers of Chaos, specifically of Khorne, that's ever been assembled.
Yeah. I think it's a bloodbound warhorde is his technical name.
Yeah, and as like Archaon's forces are bigger, but Archaon's Chaos Undivided, whereas this
Khorne
is specifically Khorne.
It's
and
actually
it is massive.
At the moment, the only Khorne army that actually outnumbers it is Khorne's own personal army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
But
a while,
again, this is the largest mortal
for a
with the exception
while,
of Archaon's forces.
Actually, there's some demons, but we'll go with that until later.
For a while, they weren't super, super big because he fell out of favor of Horn for a little bit, but he's gotten back in the saddle.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing before we hop into it. I'm still technically kind of sick, so I might have to take a step back to, like, hawk up my lungs occasionally. So if you hear that, I apologize. I can't really help it.
Don't worry, it's not the vid.
It's not the big 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just, you said you get this seasonally. It's like a seasonal cold.
Oh, no. Like, honestly, like, I say this kind of half-assed jokingly, but if I had the flu or if I had COVID, I would be sick for a shorter amount of time than I would be sick with now, because I have a cold. That's all I have is a cold. But me and my father get these fucking super mongoloid colds that feel like the flu and last for 3 fucking weeks, and, like, I just spent all 3 weeks mucus everywhere, body aches, shivers, nauseated, a headache, a constant migraine for some fucking reason, in and out of fever, and yeah, it's fucking miserable. But I've been tested before when I get this. It's like, no, but it's not a flu, it's just a cold. I'm like, cool, that's fucking great. And when I had the Rona, I was sick for a week, because I've had Corona one time, and I was sick for a week, and it was about as bad as I am right now. So ironically, if I had the flu or if I had COVID-19, I probably would be sick for a less amount of time to a lesser degree than I am right now.
Rip.
Going back to the Goretide.
Sorry, I just wanted to let y'all know I apologize.
Do we sound a little dead on the inside right now? I
Bro,
hope not.
I haven't fucking slept right in 4 fucking days because of this shit. I'm back to taking naps, nodding off mid-conversation shit. I am dead inside.
Nice. Okay, continue, Philip.
Yeah. So the Goretide has always been led, as far as I'm aware, by korghos Khul.
Yes.
Unless someone, like, in the last 3 hours put out some new lore that I'm not aware of.
No, the Goretide is korghos Khul specifically.
Yeah, it's his personal
He does have a second in command, and his name is, like, fucking...
It's a blood priest, isn't it?
No, he has a blood priest. He has a slaughter priest. His second in command is Mordak Slaughterthirst. Excellent name.
Yeah.
But he's a Deathbringer. But, like, as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been any lore, I don't think, about him trying to, like, usurp korghos. But that's because korghos Khul is, like, basically a bloodthirster without actually being a bloodthirster.
Yeah, he's as close as any mortal can get to being a demon prince without actually being a demon
like,
prince.
If Archeon wasn't a thing, he would be Archeon.
Yeah,
Like, that's how strong he is.
Yeah, no, I will go into another story about how the demon princey thingy and doodads when it comes to korghos Khul. But going through, like, the very beginning,
Do you want to do Goretide first, or do you want to talk about korghos Khul's like upbringing before Goretide?
Yeah, let's start about korghos Khul, because korghos Khul, I think, technically starts in the Age of Myth.
Yeah, no, he does, 100%.
Yeah.
Because so his last name, he was part of the Khul. That was his tribe, was the Khul.
Yeah.
And his name wasn't always korghos. So, basically, somewhere along the way, he actually, I think it's his second in command. The death
Mordak blood
slaughterer
or something.
Yeah, whatever.
Mordak, edgelord name here, edgelord name here, edgelord name here.
Yeah, I think actually, like, came to him. It was either him or his blood priest or slaughter priest, whatever it's called.
It was not Mordak. It was not Mordak. I know that. It was I can't quite remember. It was his slaughter priest.
Yeah.
He met his slaughter priest in the Age of Myth to do things.
Yeah, and the slaughter priest was the one who explained to him, like, the warlike nature of his people before him, and was like, oh yeah, and I now grant you the name Korghos, which is basically, like, akin to renaming him Genghis Khan.
So you're kind of right. You're like half right. What you said was correct, but there's more to it. So his name before he was korghos Khul was Athol Khul, and he was born to the Khul. And he was just he was part of the tribe. He was just a very martially proficient tribesman. And then one day, this fucking, like, Batari merchant, I forget his name, I think it was Serleon or something, was like, hey, you motherfuckers haven't been paying the tithe makers money. And the tithe makers, they're just like this rogue faction of Batari that were like, here, pay us money and we won't attack you. And ironically, they live on a floating island. I think these are the guys that Korn punched out of the sky.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all got a little ahead of y'allselves because remember, at a young age, this man went to the Red Feast. Like
no. The Red Feast comes later. That's when he becomes like the leader, like the champion of Korn.
That's the Red Feast.
Because I'm reading right here, he's attended the Red Feast at a young age with his uncle.
See, it says that, but then like if you actually read later down, it says he goes to the young priest as like after he like swears his oaths to Korn, and then it's confusing.
He goes to the Red Feast in the Age of Chaos after he's already bound himself to Korn.
By the way, I think the name you're looking for is William Ark.
William Ark?
Willie Ark?
Yes. No, you were right. It was William Ark. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. But
Willie Ark.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, though. Let's back it up.
So, anyway, as I was saying, this person was like, here, you fuckers are late, and because you're late, you're going to pay us double. You're going to give us a bunch of y'all's kids, and that motherfucker right there, pointing at Athol, who would become Korghos Khul, he's going to come be my personal champion now. And Athol was like, eat a dick.
Yeah.
And attacked and murdered them, or murdered William Ark. There was a second Batari, I think, mage there who ran away, and so now Athol was like, "Fuck, we have to fight the Tithe Makers now." So I'm gonna go try to raise an army to have this not happen. So he ended up meeting with a Lashkar, who would become his slaughter priest. And Lashkar was like, here's this spoopy whoopy prophecy about murder and death that involves your people. Go kill a goat man and do this ritual, and cool things will happen. So Athol goes, kills a beast man, and does this ritual involving a skull. Go figure. And Korn, I think, possesses the dead body, and he was like, you are my boy now. And Athol was like, that's what's up, homie-san. And this is when Korn bestowed his first gift on him, which was immortality. And that's when Lashkar was like, you are blessed by Korn. You are now Korghos, which meant the blood king of the. It was an ancient name that stood for
the king of the Khul.
The blood king of the Khul, yeah. And that was those are his origins, because then he just does a bunch of bullshit until he goes to the Red Feast in the Age of Chaos, and that's when shit gets super crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the Red Feast, so there was who was it?
Threx Skullbrand?
Yeah, so this guy, Threx Skullbrand, called for the Red Feast, and it was going to be basically this was a way for the various different
tribes to meet, right?
Barbarian tribes of Akshi to settle their differences through a contest of champions. And so Korghos Khul shows up, and he is the last person to enter into the contest. And so he starts fighting to the death with a bunch of guys, and he's like, yeah, if I win, because what he is he challenges all of the tribes there, because he's trying to go to war with the Tithe Masters now.
Yeah.
He challenges all of the tribes there, and he says, I will personally beat all of your champions, and if I win, I will gain control of all of your armies. And then I forget who it was.
We'll fight the Tithe Makers.
Yeah, we're gonna fight the Tithe Makers.
And if he loses, you can take my clan of slaves.
Yeah.
That was the enticement.
Yeah, so if he loses, the Khuls become slave to the champion, and if he wins, everyone else has to work for Khul. And I forget who it was, but one of the head tribe leaders who was there was like, haha, go fuck yourself, Khul.
Skull or Helfier.
Yeah, Skull or Helfier. So Korghos Khul walks up, fucking beheads him, and then slaughters all of his champions before the contest even starts, and is like, see this shit?
I will do this to all of you.
He's like, I will do this to all of you, or you can fight me one-on-one in a fair fight. What do you want to do? And everybody else is like, oh, we'll take the fair fight, thank you very much.
And so this is what started the fight that caused the 888 champions that died.
So
after blew up the Realm Gate in Akshi that let a bunch of demons in.
Yeah.
Korghos was at the center of that, causing it.
Because he was the first mortal to technically be part of the invasion of the mortal realms.
Because I don't think Archeon is he wasn't there yet, right? He hadn't come to the mortal realms at that point, right?
No, because this is the true start. Because Korn was the one who officially started it.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is the start of the Age of
Korn
Chaos.
burst through with a bunch of blood letters. All the other Chaos gods are like, that's so good and tasty.
Yeah,
And
so
that is
the
exactly
thing about
what
the Red
happened.
Feast is the Red Feast took place on an island in Akshi where an old ruined realm gate was. And so the 888th champion was slaughtered, which Korghos Khul didn't kill all of them single-handedly, but he killed most of them single-handedly. And because some of them killed each other was kind of the big
But
thing.
if you didn't know, 888 is Khorne's sacred number.
Yeah, the number 8 is Khorne's sacred number, and then 888 is just, that number.
666, you know how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. So then the 888th champion dies, and the realm gate literally explodes. And it explodes, and demons just come pouring through, and they slaughter everyone who's there who hasn't already sworn themselves to Khorne, or like the very close followers of Korghos Khul. And after that, Korghos Khul's tribe, the Khul, start following him, and they just start basically purging the entirety of Akshi.
Now, do you know what I find absolutely, fucking hilarious about that?
What?
Is he went to the Red Feast to gain allies to fight off the Tithe Makers, and then this shit happened, and the Tithe Makers just... they weren't even talked about again. It was basically Korghos Khul blew through, he was like... Fuck the Tithe Makers, I'm gonna go do Khorne shit. And then, they just weren't ever brought up again. I think they're brought up next because I think that's the island Khorne punched out of the sky.
Yeah.
Because their whole thing is, we do sorcery bullshit, and I think it was them, I'm not sure.
Well, the Tithe Makers are definitely more of a Tzeentch thing because they are sorcerers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just find it funny that he was there at the Red Feast to gather forces to fight the Tithe Makers, and then, he technically got forces to fight the Tithe Makers, and then they were just never brought up again. I just find that kind of funny.
Yeah. And then after that, he conquered the Tower of Wrath, that's where he seized the control of the Goretide.
Yeah. Because I think their leader, he killed the leader, right?
Yeah.
Aksharia?
Yeah, because at the time...
I think Aksharia is a town, city?
No, it says, because he threw someone named Aksharia into the fire. He burned him to death. Yeah, and cast Aksharia down in the flames.
Oh. Okay, yeah. And then it was at this point where he stated he wanted to conquer the entirety of Akshi for Khorne. And this is where he, with that kind of pledge, this is where he gains his immortality from Khorne.
Well, no, because it's like we said earlier, it's like whenever he first pledges himself to Khorne before he goes to the Red Feast, that's when he gains immortality. Yeah, I know our upstairs neighbors are practicing MMA.
What the fuck was that?
Again.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Be here at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's so bad.
I think it's...
No, the real bad thing is whenever you hear it at midnight and it wakes my ass up, and Mitchell... I've come out of my room a couple times at midnight, and Mitchell's been standing there, and I'm standing there with a baseball bat, I'm gonna go fight our neighbors now, and Mitchell's like, okay, please don't.
Mitchell will be like, no, get the gun, silly. I think around this time is when Korghos got his second gift from Khorne, which was his Axe of Khorne, which is basically imbued with a sliver of Khorne's wrath, and you can rend reality with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
On tabletop, I don't think you roll to hit or wound with it. I think you just roll, and then on a 2-up, it just kills shit.
No. What it is if he deals wounds to something with that axe, and it doesn't die, at the end of the phase, you roll the dice. On a 5-up, it just gets sucked into Khorne's realm and insta-dies, which means that technically, if Korghos Khul smacked Archeon a singular time, Khorne would eat Archeon.
Would Khorne want to eat Archeon?
I mean...
Maybe.
Khorne cares not from where the blood flows?
Question mark.
But Khorne sees Archeon as a very beneficial thing where blood flows.
Yeah, but...
He probably sit there and go, get back out there.
If I sit there, why the fuck are you here? Flicks him.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, that's where you go. I believe, I don't think it specifically specifies, Jesus Christ, when he gets his axe. I think it was around that time. I think. But then it just fucking murdered. He made some forts and some big ass skull pyramids and just fucked Akshi 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is also when he starts to build the Red Pyramid of Khul, which
Skull
is...
pyramid, yeah.
Yeah, so if you've played Warhammer, you've probably heard blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
That's very much.
Khul takes that very literally and literally starts to build a pyramid made from skulls.
I think
and
it's specified 1,000,000 skulls.
Yeah, it's a pyramid that's supposed to be built with 1,000,000 skulls, and it's just like, Jesus Christ.
So,
and this is just another quick thing. Because of the frequency of his battles, there was so much blood spilt on the Brimstein Hearthlands and the Flamescar Plateau that this area was actually renamed to the Scablands because of how much blood flowed. It would pool dry, and then the entire region just looked like a massive scab.
That's hot.
Oh, that's real hot. So going back to the skull pyramid, what I wanted to state was that in order to build a skull pyramid, it had to have 1,000,000 skulls, and don't worry, the dog dies
upstairs.
every other day. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's either the upstairs dog or the dog behind us, and I'm not sure which one it is, but either way, it gets really fucking annoying. But yes, it literally sounds like the dog is dying.
Yeah, every night.
Yeah.
But the whole entire thing is that he was this so minusculely close because he only needed one more skull, but he wanted the skull to be somebody that was worthy of him killing to put it on top. Mm-hmm. And he struggled for the longest period of time. He actually got pissed, and he just could not finish it because there was
find someone worthy.
Yeah, and then that's when you enter with Age of Sigmar.
And then Stormcast came, and he was like, "Fuck
He was so delighted. All the other Chaos Scouts were probably like, crap.
But Khorne and Korghos were like,
was like,
what's up?
Oh, yes, finally a fight.
Over here, like, finally some good fucking food.
Yeah, so it was during this period of time, like, he was literally this close. Because he also has his Bloodhound? It's called a Bloodhound?
Fleshhound.
Whistlemold.
That's a third gift he gets from Khorne later on, yeah.
No, this is before the Age of Sigmar as well.
He gets it like right before. It's whenever he kills Vandus Hammerhand, his tribe before he was Vandus. He kills his tribe.
Oh,
and then Khorne's like, "Oh, my third gift to you is this is a
personal
one of my puppers," which is a big fucking deal because that means that Korghos kind of has like constant protection against psychic powers.
It's a double-edged sword. Not only does it state that you're the favorite of Khorne, but that Flesh Hound, if you were to do anything that would go against Khorne's will, it would eat you. So you had to. It's like at that point there is no more slowing down. You can't become peaceful ever again. It's all about the murder.
Well, to be fair, once you're devoted to Khorne, I don't think peace would ever be an option again.
Oh, you can't You just can't go into somebody's house and be like, stab. No, you got to go like.
Kill, blood for the blood god, burning, murdering, maiming, all that good stuff.
Exactly. You have to go the whole 9 yards at this point.
You gotta go whole hog into it.
Yeah.
Yep. But you don't have to do that, obsessive, debaucherous bullshit that you gotta do for Slaanesh.
Like, Khorne's simple. Kill things. Slaanesh is like...
But it has to look good.
Slaanesh is like, you've already fucked a ghost, so like... there's only up from there, looking at the Minotaur like, Jesus Christ, please, no.
I like to imagine Zinch is like, go read a book.
Zinch, go to a book and let me give you a 15th arm, and we're good.
Yeah, Nurgle is like, how many days has it since you last take a shower? Let's keep on bumping those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers. Pump those numbers up.
Yeah. And then with Khorne, it's like, have you committed murder today? Go commit a murder.
Oh, look.
Go commit 4, as a matter of fact.
And now we're okay.
And then Slaanesh is just like, you're going to be doing some fucked up shit today.
Yo pee-pee, it will burn by the end of the night.
In more ways than one. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You'll be hearing those sounds, too.
Well, you'll be hearing a lot of sounds.
So good and tasty.
And this is why Khorne hates Slaanesh.
One of the many.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a dwarven joke, but Khorne looks at Slaanesh. That's a grudging.
Oh my god. Okay, quick little side tangent. So, Circe and I have been, Jacob and I have been playing Total War Warhammer 2, and we just started
3.
Yeah, and we just started a dwarf campaign, and literally our entire last 10 turns was just fuck the greenskins.
Every other turn, it was just that's a grudgeon.
And there's me who just started my green skin campaign.
Oh yeah,
fucking skins.
Mitchell's like, I just started playing Scar Snake and I'm having a great time. Me having last night just killed Scar Snake's last city and murdered the fuck out of him. That's great!
Yeah.
Yay!
No, but like for a long time, Jacob and I actually stopped playing together for a bit because we played a dwarf campaign where we were both just getting aggressively fucked.
This is
for whatever reason. So normally, whenever we play, there's two big orc factions that I have to deal with because I like to play Kara as a Carrick, and that's the Bloody Spears and Grimgore's Ard Boys. Usually, the Bloody Spears like come and fuck with me for a little bit. And then they fuck off. And then Grimgor comes up and fucks with me for a little bit, and then he fucks off. And then, like, on this campaign, for whatever reason, the Bloody Spears just decided they wanted to come for my ass. And so I had to deal with all of their bullshit. And then the second I managed to get them out, because I didn't kill them, I just got them out. Grimgor was like, hi, friend, how's it going? You want to see a wog? And it was just a 40-stack army, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
I'm not having a good time.
I spent a good, like, solid 15 or 20 turns just going after Grimgor, and Jacob was sitting over here like, bro, you doing all right? And I was like, no, I am not.
I'm even farther up in the mountains having a great fucking time, colonizing cities, making money, and I'm just hearing Philip cry in the corner. I'm like, hey buddy, you want some gold? He's like, I want to fucking die.
Yeah, no, but to give you an idea, yeah, so Jacob was playing higher north in the mountains, and so he managed to put pressure on the Bloody Spears, so they, like, managed to fuck off north, and then I was like, Grimgor, your time is now, and you owe me, like, 5 grudges.
That's a grudgeon.
Yeah, and so I literally spent 10 turns just fighting a running battle with Grimgor because I, like, pinned him into a city. The city was gonna die, so he got the fuck out. So then I captured the city, then followed him around, and, like, we just kept fighting every single time. And I had, like, 2 armies, and he only had 1. And by the time we got back to Iron
Crag.
Yeah, Iron Crag. He went into Iron Crag and was like, get fucked, bitches, I'm in my settlement with walls, now you can't do anything. And I was like, no. And then I proceeded to, like, fight him in Siege, and oh my god, it was so horrible.
It was pretty fucking. It was pretty fucking. It was pretty fucking
PTSD.
miserable.
And then of course this time, like, I went down there when we started playing. I went down there to fight Grimgor, and I was like, I know what I'm about this time. And I brought, like, 3 15-stack armies, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not playing this game. And I proceeded to kick the shit out of them.
Back to the
back to AOS.
Back to the Age of Sigmar. We start with the Battle of the Brimstone Peninsula.
When Khul got his shit pushed in.
Well, he was very happy because it's finally a worthy fight, but at the same time, he finally found the person to put the skull, like the last skull of his pyramid, because once this pyramid was done, he was on the verge of becoming a demon prince. First of all, when you think of all the other demon princes that had to be, like, that are made, what the hell did they do?
Korghos would have been, like, a super demon prince. He'd have been, honestly, if we're talking 40k levels, he probably would have been demon Primarch level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, four Sigmar,
yeah. Like, what the,
that would be, that
was, Scott, I think what it is I think Korghos Khul was, like, Khorne literally just liked him too much as a human. Like, he was just doing so much as a human that Khorne was just kind of like, I like him as a human.
The limitations of the warp would, honest to God, probably make him murder less than he was actively murdering.
Yeah, something like that. And so Khorne was just like, you gotta do something really nice for me. That way I can give you a lot of power.
I would say, like, Korghos Khul becoming a demon prince would be like if Sigval became a demon prince. Because Sigval's immortal. No, he's immortal. He has the mortal keyword.
You might have the mortal keyword, but I'm pretty sure he's a demon prince.
You can't be a demon prince if you have the mortal keyword. If you have a demon prince, you're a demon.
Yeah, I don't think he's a...
He's immortal.
We will get back to this at the end of the episode. But he finally found the last person, and it was going to be Vandus Hammerhand.
And then Vandus Hammerhand was like, hey, Dad, hit this bitch with lightning. And Korghos was like, you cheating bitch!
Well, yes and no. He lost that battle, but he was able to kill Vandus Hammerhand's second in command. She's like, you'll do. And as he was about to put the skull on top of the million pyramid skull, Vandus Hammerhand was like, coward.
Bitch. This motherfucker.
So he's just like...
It's that brief moment where you hear the...
Like, he was right there. He was at the top, and he went, I was this close. This close. But I cannot let this challenge be unanswered.
Shellaxing the warp like, hey, Vandus, good on you, mate.
Yeah. So
but I do know his
Vandus,
his defeat to Vandus still like haunted him. He was not fucking happy about it.
Because that was the thing is that Vandus Hammerhand was known as Vendel Blackfist. And he was of the Dire brands.
He's the only thing that he was the only mortal before he died that came close to being Korghos Khul's like mortal rival, mortal enemy.
Yeah. And the Direbrand tribe, the slaughter of the Direbrand tribe, that was the act that got Korghos Khul his flesh
hound of corn. Yep. Because that was the biggest tribe that was left. Like, it was the largest tribe, and it was the last one left before basically Akshi would be considered raffle stomped.
Yeah.
And when he did that, Korn was like, damn, you mad lad, you actually fucking got the entire fucking realm. Have a dog.
Yeah.
You need a friend that might possibly murder you.
Yeah, well, when you're friends with murderers.
Yeah. Then we have... And so in the Age of Sigmar stuff is this is kind of like, to a certain extent, Korghos' downfall for a little bit. He gets back on top of the horse, most definitely.
Oh, it's the next thing.
But he had a low point.
Him retreating was his low point. His next high point was Skinkstein,
the Demon Prince, yeah,
and killing him.
Yeah. Skinkstein. It was during that. If you remember from our our Realmgate War episode, it was the Orban Fernia clusterfuck. That was where this happened. Basically, where like Korghos Khul was like gonna go do some fucked up shit, and Skinkstein was like, "I owe you a favor, so like." You want me to help you, so I'm gonna help you. And then Skinkstein was like, haha, bitch, no, I'm not. And betrayed Korghos, which led him to, like, not... I think it was to not be able to kill Vandus for the second time. He was like, you motherfucker.
No, I think it was... Yeah, no, I think it was just,
It was him running away from the battle. He didn't do what was promised and provide support.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it caused Korghos to lose that fight, right?
Pretty much.
He was like a second time, not acceptable.
So he kind of sat there and he just killed him. He killed him and took his demons. And
it said that like when he went for Skinksteins, he was so like apoplectically enraged that it basically seemed like Khorne himself was killing Skinkstein. That's how fucking mad Korghos was. And then he murdered Skinkstein, who was once again a demon prince that Korghos basically just dunked on, and all his demons were like, I like that guy. We're gonna go kill people with him. And Korghos was like, holy shit, I have demons now. Yeah! And that's when Korghos got back on the horse.
And this is when his army became second to none other than...
when he added the demonic... Because even in defeat, the Goretide was still massive. Yeah. Because like, it said that the Goretide was so large that when they took the field of battle, it looked like a tidal wave of blood was coming for you. That's how many there were in the Goretide. Yeah. So even in defeat, it was still that big, and then they added all the demons and shit.
Side tangent now. Have you ever noticed all the imagery for like the Goretide and everything? Everybody's just pretty much hairless.
Oh god.
It is a 40k established thing in both. It is a warmer thing in both 40k and Age of Sigmar. Bald guys are evil.
No, because Space Marines also are bald, but not all Space Marines. The Space
No, they're not bald. They have buzz cuts.
But like the super evil guys are almost always exclusively bald.
I was talking to Philip about this, and he hit me back with the most amazing thing ever when we were talking about it. He just stated, "You don't need hair when you're going to war.
You don't need hair when you're going to war."
Yeah. Yeah, no, he came in and he was like, "Dude, look at this picture of Korghos Khul," and I was like, "Yeah, it's a picture of Korghos Khul. What about?" And he's like, "The guy has no hair, like not even eyebrows," and I was like, "I mean, you don't need hair to kill people."
It's like Michael Phelps would shave his body to swim faster with less air resistance. He can swing his axe faster and murder more efficiently.
Sure,
science, bitch.
It's how it works.
Science.
Gosh.
Hey, man.
No, because it's not only him, it's everybody. If they do have hair, it's like a rat tail on top of their head.
Bald people are evil. I don't know what to... Look at horse. bald.
Magnus has a lot of hair.
But Magnus isn't evil. Parts of his personality is evil, but Magnus as a whole, not evil.
Yes, because he's...
I think Alfarius is bald, though.
Lorgar, bald.
Alfarius is bald, but he's not evil.
Erebus,
bald.
Well,
Alfarius is not a full person.
Me and all the homies all fucking hate Erebus.
Yeah. Dude, fuck Erebus.
Even Chaos fucking hates Erebus.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know someone... Sorry, 40 tangent. Want to know someone who, like, super hates Erebus?
Isn't it...
Karn.
Oh,
you know why Karn super hates Erebus? Karn is a fully emotionless killing machine because of Erebus. Because Argol Tal, the fucking ascended demon prince dude, him and Erebus were really close friends. Him and Karn were really close friends.
Yeah.
And Erebus was like, nah, Karn got to be a mindless killing machine with no future and no emotions and no friends, and fucking murders Argol Tal. And then Karn was like, yeah, I'm just gonna murder now.
Yep.
And I think Erebus either died or fucked off before Karn got to him.
As far as I'm aware, Erebus is still alive.
That infuriates me to know, to like the absolute like depth of my soul. But
but like Karn, like every time Karn hears somebody mention Erebus, he's like, murder.
Is it time to? Here's Erebus, butcher nails. Oh, it's time.
Yeah, but no. By the way, just quick little tangent. Have you seen the new 30K Horus Heresy model for Tal?
Yeah, it's fucking.
Oh my god,
it's fucking
amazing.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Also, by the way, quick other little side tangent. So,
we're on like the 9th.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know, right?
We're on a tangent of a tangent of a tangent.
This is gonna be a fairly short episode, so like, we gotta stretch it out somehow.
Fairly short. We're at 41 minutes.
That's short for us.
And we're like 65% way through the lore because the Goretide's like, they killed people. In the Goretide lore, they killed it, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Goretide is basically just, murder was done. Moving on.
We really did not expect it to be this short.
No.
Well, it's not in that it's short. Like, it's not long. There's a lot of information, but the information is just, this battle happened. People were murdered and eaten. This battle happened. Second verse, same as the first.
Yep. By the way, the Goretide, they are mostly mortal men, and they are cannibals. So when we're talking about, like, oh yeah, they murdered people and ate them. Yeah, we're not exaggerating. That actually happens.
Specifically, the recruitment policy for the Goretide is, I have captured this city. I have, let's say, 4,000 survivors. Gathers them all up, gets them all nice and cozy, and says, so you're going to eat your dead friends or die. Yep. Those are your options. And the majority of them are like, well, I like living, and red meat's good for the soul. And that's about how that goes.
But guys, I've always heard it said that pork is pretty similar to human flesh.
Listen,
so like, is it really red meat?
It all tastes like chicken.
Listen, all human meat tastes like chicken, but not all chicken tastes like human meat.
There you go.
But no. No, so speaking of new models though, Warhammer Community is teasing out a new model, and it's looking like...
It's gonna be a Stormcast Eternal and Gravis armor.
Oh, God, shut up!
Space Marine Commander!
But no, it looks like a Space Marine, and Mitchell and I are conjecturing that it's gonna be a Primaris update to the Space Marine Commander.
Or it's gonna be a Blood Angel, because that Iron Halo is really gaudy, and normally it's the Blood Angels that look they're all like super ornamental and whatnot.
Yeah. Although, who knows?
Ornate.
Who knows? Maybe my boys Imperial Fist will finally get, like, an actual decent character.
No, this is what it's gonna be. This is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Gravis armor, Iron Halo, the chain sword, the belt, the Boltstorm gauntlet, and it's just gonna be Icket. Ratman in power armor. Yes!
Oh, God.
Okay.
That would be some shit he would do, though. If he wasn't fucking dead.
We gotta close off this 9th tangent.
But my rat boys. Anywho, back to Skinkstein demon shit. Korghos killed Skinkstein or Steen, got his demon army, and now he's fucking gargantuanly large with his forces are at least, and it's just fucking
and after Khul kills Skinkstein, his legion is the largest legion of Khorne's armies.
And here's the funny thing. So he goes to Orban Fornia, he conquers Orban Fornia, he kills the Mad Lad Slam Man, the one we talked about from Realm of Gores. I forget his name.
Zinfantika.
Yeah, so he does that, and he makes Orban Fernia like his base of operations, and then he goes off and starts doing murder shenanigans. But then Nagash wakes up, and Nagash is like, did someone say time magic? And literally has this like red mist flow over the land, and it literally reverses time, and it undoes literally all of Khul's victories. Every army he's killed, resurrected. Not as like ghouls and shit, but like they're just resurrected. Everything he destroyed, like rebuilt back to normal and shit. And while most people are like, well, me, I'm like, oh my god, my Slan's alive. Everyone's like, fuck. What was the point? Khul's like, you mean I get to do it again? when you think about it, when the Goretide has no one to fight, the Goretide fights the Goretide. So Khul's just like, holy shit, more shit to kill, so I gotta kill my own shit.
Yeah. No, that is actually what happens. Is like right before the Age of Sigmar and the Battle for the Burning Peninsula.
Right before the Stormcast came down.
Yeah, right before the Stormcast came down, Khul and the Goretide were sitting, Khul and the Goretide were sitting there, and they were just like, bro, we have like no one to fight. What the fuck are we gonna do?
No,
now?
it was
so they started murdering each other.
It was specifically like all of the demons just like dipped and ran because all of Khorne's forces started murdering their allies. So like the Slaanesh demons and shit and follower, they just like fucked off to go like fuck animals and shit. Nurgle was like, we're going to gear and this is gay, and Tzeentch is like, sorcerer, teleportation magic, yeet. But they all had to leave because Khorne was like, kill the demons. What demons? All of them.
Yeah.
Just kill all the demons you see, even yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because Khorne was basically like, kill the demons. Why? Because if you die, blood flows. If the demons die, well, they come back to me anyway, and I just make more of them.
Khorne's over here like, why kill the demons? Khorne's like, 'cause I got a bag of popcorn and I can't eat if I'm not watching something, and I lack entertainment. You telling me you want me to starve?
Oh gosh, that's really everything.
That really is it.
Oh god.
And then there's the time of tribulations.
That's
But again,
we
that's
just,
like more Orb Infernia.
The trial of tribulation. That's when Nagash reverted everything. That's literally
Yeah.
what it all is, because that's like supposed to be like his tribulations and his issues and blah 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 blah. But like, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. He just goes around. He's angry as fuck, and he's really good at myrtleizing people. I really expect. I know Vanda's Hammerhand is like big poster boy for the Stormcast, so I'm sure we're gonna get more lore involving them too. And realistically, it's probably going to end with Korghos getting, like, TKO'd. Like, he's not going to die, but he's not going to be a player anymore. Because I think Van is too beloved.
Who the hell sent me a message?
How dareth?
I know. Who dare? My opinion will be that if they want to go forward with Cole's story, is that when he dies...
Probably going to Demon Prince in this.
When he
has
dies,
to, yeah.
because Khorne is going to be like, man, I like watching you just a tad too much. Demon Prince.
They made it specifically clear that when certain mortal followers of the Dark Gods die, if they're like really heavily favored, the Dark Gods are like, nope, demon.
Yep.
Like which is funny because that means that the Chaos Gods don't technically have to let any of their guys die. They could just resurrect them with the force of chaos. Mm-hmm. But
I think
as Tzeentch says, you can't play where's the fun in that? You got to play the game, right?
Yeah.
I think the
best part of the game is losing it.
I think the other big portion of that is that to make a demon prince, it's almost like them making another greater demon, and it just takes a lot of their power to do it.
But what would consist of a lot of their power for basically omnipotent beings?
Is killing not 1 million people not supplying their power enough?
Because it never really says that, like, oh yeah, Khorne pours his soul into this fucking mortal to make him a demon prince. It's just like they just get infused with warp stuff. And, like, in the warp, everything is warp stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that it causes them to lose their power. I think it's just the great game.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is they play the game. Like, they're not there.
They want their demon princes to mean something. It's just like whenever you print off more currency.
Yeah, it's
to try and solve a deficit. It's like if all you're doing is making more money, but like the value isn't going up.
It means less.
Yeah, it means less.
It's funny because it's one of my favorite quotes. It's a really deep quote, and ironically, it's from the first Incredibles, and that when everyone's special, no one is.
Yeah.
And also, there is a very distinct difference, like
or super. I think it's when everyone's super.
When everyone's super, no one is. Yeah. And it's just that if everyone was a demon prince, realistically,
demon prince wouldn't mean anything.
Well, no, not just that. It basically means the mortals win.
Yeah.
Because the Chaos God, they can't just break out of the warp.
Yeah.
They can't. The demons, technically, the realistic demons and warp corruption stuff can't exist in the mortal realm indefinitely. It needs a source because it's not connected to the warp. It destabilizes and it returns to the warp. How it stabilizes is by doing rituals, killing people, doing things like that. If everything was a demon prince, no one would be there to do that shit, and they would basically be locked there forever. And they would maybe be able to get out occasionally for small incursions, but there would never be anyone there to sustain them. So that's also, I think a big part of it is that the warp and the warp gods, with all their power and omnipotence, are to a certain extent prisoners in their own realm.
Yeah.
So I was listening to 2 Plus Tough because he also does a whole lot of Age of Sigmar lore.
2 how what?
2 Plus Tough. He's really big for like YouTube Age of Sigmar lore.
I gotcha.
Anyway, if y'all ever want another person to also listen to for lore, that man just goes into depth as well. He's really, really good. But he was stating that I think this was before the lore was rewritten for the Goretide, but there are mortal followers in the realm of chaos as well. Because before it was rewritten, it stated that korghos Khul was the first person through the gate. Now it is more of a, he was just there and he was the cause of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's more of an impact when it's like he was the first mortal to fully turn to chaos than just like, he was just, because I think that would almost insinuate that he would be from the old world if he came out, if he was the first mortal out of the portal.
But it is inferred that there are mortals that live in the realm of chaos from the old world.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Like Gotrek was in there.
Like a really good example. None of the Skaven actually live on the mortal realms. All of the Skaven who exist currently all came from the pocket dimension in the warp that belongs to the Great Horned Rat. So they all live in the warp.
Oh, you got the big old chunker.
Look at him, he's all cozy.
Oh, so cozy. I will pet this cat that's on my chair as she scratches my hand. Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. It's an avocado.
It's an avocado.
Well, to do the big old recaps, go to the Facebook. We're going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be pretty clear which post it is.
If you want free shit, comment, like, share.
Yeah.
If you don't want free shit, comment, like, share anyway because you're a good person and we appreciate that.
Yeah, it helps us grow.
Well, thank you for putting your foot on my face.
Yeah.
Look at you. I like how you actually pushed against my face when I said that.
By this time, next in 2 weeks, we should probably have our Patreon set up because this is our episode 10.
Yeah.
And
so we're gonna go ahead and start setting up a Patreon. We need to get that Discord up and running.
It is up and running.
Well, no, right now it's just admins. We need to get like an actual community Discord set up.
Yeah. Well, we need to start inviting people into the Discord is what it is.
Well, people need to send us a message on Facebook and ask.
And as far as the Patreon goes, like we're probably going to set it up, but we might not start advertising it immediately because I think we need to come up with like what Patreon subscribers are going to get.
Yeah.
We're still a little hazy on what we can provide to y'all for being Patreon subscribers.
We will send you pictures of our cats.
Hell yeah.
I suck your dick. I do know that I think we're gonna try to be very transparent about what if the Patreon takes off, what we're gonna be using that money for.
Yeah, I was talking to Lore Hammer,
the myths, the legends
themselves, and I was talking to them. They were talking about audio setup, and the first thing I want to do with Patreon money is actually
get a nice setup.
Get a nicer setup, and it would just be 3 to 4 microphones and a.
He licked the finger.
Thanks for interrupting me.
I love it,
but it's worth it.
Look at him.
That is adorable.
Look at that.
So we're gonna.
Could be still licking it.
I can't say words when
he
I'm
was
looking
like
at this.
scratching the head. He was like, "No, I must lick." You whore. He is.
So it's going to be 3 to 4 microphones and a sound mixer that we want to get. That way,
it would also make this a lot easier because we have to. We do a lot of tweaking and whatnot after we finish the recording to make sure that
would make that much easier.
Because now it's just one mic.
What else?
One mic, 3 men, one dream.
One orgy. What?
Okay.
Something else.
Heyo.
Something else.
Baby worshiping.
No, I said that, and then I realized you have a cat in your arms, and I was like, Jesus Christ, maybe not. Something else that we need to put.
Don't do that to the boy.
You're a Slanesh follower. You don't get a fucking say.
Wait, well, that's my cat.
Don't
do it to Mike.
Something else that we can get as well is there's
we here at Lorecast Journals do not condone
bestiality.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but basically they're like cloth little bumpers you can put on your walls and whatnot that are really, really good at absorbing sound. And that way it would.
Oh God! Freya, that really hurt. She got her claw and she just like let me put the entire hook into your finger. And I'm like,
You ever had a hook underneath your fingernail? Agony.
Oh, continue.
But it's just like little bumpers you put on the walls and stuff, and it helps dampen sound. So that way, like,
oh yes,
yeah, and that way, like, it'd be more effective. We probably keep the blankets up anyway, but it'd be a little more effective than just the blankets.
Yeah. Also,
like
if I get this new job in 6 months, it'll be help paying for either y'all's gas or my gas to travel 90 miles.
Well, yeah. Well, honestly, like, if it's gonna be in your apartment, that means you're probably gonna be the one that has to set up all the stuff because you're gonna be living there. So realistically, you wouldn't have to worry about covering our gas because that'd be like kind of unfair to you.
It's the Patreon money.
Considering I'm the one who's gonna have to do the driving, gas would be appreciated.
Bitch, that means I'll give you gas money. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as someone's giving me gas money.
No, bitch, pay your own gas.
Yeah, but
but yeah, no. So realistically,
giveaway,
the
yay.
first.
And tell us what the hell happened in Pennsylvania. Because I can't see what app it is because I can typically see what app it is. So if you're in Pennsylvania and you're listening to this, and I understand it's pretty late.
All I can see
it's
is
55
like,
minutes.
I just want the truth, and Pennsylvania's like, you can't handle the truth.
Because it was a wild ride for those 3
Dude, me and
days.
Mitchell were sitting there like, what the fuck? Just watching it, bloop, 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 keep going up, and I'm like, either someone's slamming their dick into the keyboard real hard multiple times, or like, Pennsylvania suddenly just really started liking Warhammer shenanigans.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, so doing the giveaway, we'll probably put that post up tonight or tomorrow, I'm assuming. Sometime soon. It'll be sometime soon.
Yeah, and it's to probably
And it'll
the next episode. By the way, everybody, Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I celebrate Hanukkah.
Get over it. Everybody, literally, everybody's...
Merry Christmas to one and to all and all that good shit.
And if you don't celebrate it, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, either or.
Yeah, it's like, excuse you, I celebrate non-denominational holidays, and it's like, okay, well, guess what? I grew up with Christmas, so we're celebrating Christmas in my
This is
household.
specifically to piss off Sean, but I'm a pagan and I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate sacrificing a goat to Satan.
Wow.
But yeah, and so we're gonna be getting the giveaway thing set up, and once again, it will be on Facebook, just Facebook for now.
Just for now.
Just for now. And we'll keep y'all up to date with any new giveaways and things that we do. We have a couple pretty cool ideas, I think.
Do we?
Yeah,
we do.
The whole like.
Yeah, we totally do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, we totally.
Am I the only one who remembers this conversation?
No, I do. I just don't want to
remember
spoil it. No, Mitchell's like legitimately a dumbass.
That's why I was like concerned. I wasn't gonna say anything, but like Mitchell's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Do you not remember?" And I'm like,
I
"Wait a minute,
remember.
no. Strokes a lot.
Yeah.
This is what it is."
I remember.
Yeah,
remember that
there we
one.
go. I like how we literally had like a 20-minute debate over what we should do for this that we talked about, and you're just like completely blanking on it now.
I
You're
was
like,
focused
you know-
on this.
Let me see it. I actually haven't taken a good look at
So
the
it's
model.
actually a pretty cool model.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Horny.
Hey.
And once again, just to be very
Angry-
clear, we're
angry
gonna be as transparent as possible with what the Patreon money is going to. And once we have a better idea of what services we'll be providing for Patreon, we'll let y'all know, and we'll start kind of pushing it a little more.
$1. We appreciate your support.
Yeah.
$2
We'll probably
cat pictures.
what we'll probably
$3
do.
Feet pics.
Feet pics. All the feet pics. Oh man, I gotta trim my toenails and shit.
You gotta moisturize,
Gotta
boy.
moisturize
Go
my
get
toes.
a pedicure or manicure, whatever the fuck it is.
Feet pics, what not to do. I'm thinking we'll probably do like a 1, 5, 10. Keep it simple.
Yeah, probably something around
'Cause
that.
I think that's the cheapest you can do on Patreon, 1, 5, 10.
No, because like, you could do 135 as well.
Okay,
I've seen some $2
We'll,
ones.
we'll
Figure it
We'll
out.
keep it somewhere between $1 and $10 for the low, medium, and high. We're not gonna go
And
high
if
to
you
10.
really want to, we can put one up for 14,000, and we will
If
fly you
listen,
out here.
if you give us, we've said this before, if you give us $14,000, we'll fly you out, wine and dine you on totally not your own money, and someone will probably suck your dick.
Look, we'll even like...
That'll be Sean.
Or eat you out. Or eat you out, depending on, your gender. Putting that out there.
What kind of equipment you got downstairs?
Just saying, someone, Philip, will
Hey, whoa,
will improvise. Hold up now. Senor Heatonite. You done fucked yourself with that one.
Yeah,
Probably,
a
literally.
little bit. But no, God damn
This
it.
is a threat. We
Now,
will buy Warhammer.
no. This is not a threat. This is a promise.
We'll start a Custodes army.
No.
I will start a Forge World exclusive Custodians army.
No. I'll start a Horus Heresy army.
Fuck it. If you give us $14,000, we can each individually start a Warlord Titan army.
Oh God. I can finally create my Titan Legion. Oh,
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wes bought a Reaver and a Warhound Titan.
he got them for cheap.
Got him for pretty cheap.
Arsalaz Mini Swap or eBay.
No,
No.
it's a local guy in Houston.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think that's about it. We'll definitely make sure we put all of our contact information in the description.
Yeah.
The episode and
Well, we'll put our Facebook there anyway.
well, we put all of our shit anyway. We'll probably like highlight and like italicize the Facebook ones. It's special. But yeah, no, I think that's about it. Once again, sorry that the episode was late. I was just dying.
No. You were being blessed by
I was
Nurgle.
being blessed by Grandpappy Nurgle. And yeah, unless y'all want to rant about something, I think that's about it.
Let me think.
Goddamn. Gas.
So
is fucking
Sigvald is a
expensive.
fucking mortal, and he can become a demon prince. You cannot. I will die on this hill. Anyhow.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I just thought I thought he was actually a demon prince because like with all the horns and shit that he has now.
He can be mutated, but he is a
You know
mortal.
what? No, hold up. I have my fucking book. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look this shit
I
up.
shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, guy, buddy, how you do? It's just me and you, locking eyes.
Just the two of us. Yeah.
Take me out to a gay bar.
Well, there's a cat here, so we can't. Our love must stay forbidden.
By the way,
Oh no, Philip's back! Oh god!
by the way, Zach, if you're listening to this, I found my bard again, so maybe I'll actually join you next Sunday for D&D.
Free, ow.
For a second, that sounded weirdly sexual, and I was like, Mitchell, calm down. It was just a joke.
Just continues to cry.
Stop fucking playing with her then.
I'm trying to get more used to people.
Come here. I'm fucking all my kittens. I'm used to getting fucking annihilated. Oh, come here, huh? Your little human claw. Scratch the belly. You cannot defeat me.
Oh, okay, no, that's what it is. Sigvald is the prince of Slaanesh. He's not the demon prince. But yes, he is a.
Okay, seriously, rub your nipples.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I stand by my statement. Then I think if Korghos became a demon prince, it'd be on par as if like Sigvald became one.
Yeah, probably.
God, what do you think would happen? I know it wouldn't happen because he's against it, but what do you think would happen if Archeon became a demon prince? That'd be some spoopy shit. Like it'd never happen. Because
No, that's right. He's not a demon.
He's against it.
It's so weird. Yeah,
He doesn't-
His whole entire goal is
because
to
he's just Sigmar Abaddon. So
Yeah.
it's like he's against being beholden to the gods to that.
he wants to
nature.
become his own god.
But like, could you imagine like how fucking ridiculous he'd be if he was a demon prince?
Yeah, really.
He wants to become his own god. That's what he wants to do. Okay, is that what we're gonna call it? It's wow, our shortest episode to date.
And only like half of it was us blathering.
I know.
All right, well,
Oh, man.
peace out, ladies and gents. We will see y'all in 2 weeks, or I guess technically a week and a half. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Our new upload date is Sunday.
No.
Oh, I will say, actually, let's go ahead and get this out of the way now. So Mitchell is possibly getting a new job, so he might be moving soon. When he does move, we're probably going to move our upload schedule to Friday or Saturday, because that's just going to be the simplest, because me and Phil are going to have to commute to Mitchell.
It's probably going to be 6 months from now, because I have to wait till my lease ends here.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out.
They're probably not going to buy you out of your lease.
I'm just putting it out now just to say it. But we'll talk about it again when it gets closer. But in the near-ish future, we might be changing the upload schedule again. Once again, apologize. Just we're pieces of shit. There you go.
There you go. I think we're done blabbering.
The funny
now.
thing.
All right. Well,
So hold up, real quick though. The funny thing about the
we've tried to end this 3 times.
I know.
yeah, well, now I went and got my Hedonites book, so now I want to talk Sigmar. The funny thing about the Hedonites of Slaanesh is technically they only have one battle line unit, and that's the Demonettes.
But
But
they're not. That's not. They're immortals. I'm confused.
But
Pure just battle line.
pure battle line. But if you're playing a Slaanesh army, then Blissbarb archers and Hellstriders with claw spears are also battle line. They're not inherently battle line, but they're battle line if you're playing a Slaanesh army.
So they're inherently battle line. What the fuck?
No, it's so that you can't include them as part of like allies and like call them battle line.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
I think.
that's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Good.
Anyway.
Good night and good luck, my fellow peoples, and we'll
Good
see
night.
you in a week and a half.
And good luck.